Hello, welcome to AmiAmi's, another weekly roundup of AmiAmi pre-orders. This will be from the 13th of Feb to the 17th of Feb. Looking at this, and I'm Gary. I've been looking at the pre-orders that they've done today, release pre-orders that I've picked. I've ignored all the Nendroids because people who want Nendroids will get the Nendroids. Just slims down the pickings, makes the video a bit quicker. So get started. So, got Goddess of Victory, Nikki, Alice. By Flair for 22,060 yen. Obviously, very skimpy, very tight latex figure. I think a lot of people will probably be getting this one since Goddess of Victory. Nikkei is quite a large gacha game. Very good looking figure. So yeah, not a bad price I think for what you're getting. You just know what you're getting really with this sort of figure. Then we've got Idolmaster Cinderella Girls Akari Sujino 1/7 by Plum for 19,630 yen, coming out in May 2024. Quite good looking figure. Paint job's a bit flat, I think, overall. So maybe not. The hair shading's pretty good though, but with the brunettes pretty easy to shade. The apples look really good though, overall. So I think it's pretty fine. Maybe not 19,000 yen, probably 16,000 yen. We'll have to see when she's released. This is a discount anyway. She's normally 23,000 yen. 20,000 yen is way too much. Sub 20 is probably not too bad. Revoltech, Amazing Yamaguchi, and My Hero Academia Dabe by Kyoto, for coming in October 2024. This is a posable one, so you get a couple of effects parts with this one, looks like, with blue fire, and you can have them in different stances. I think a lot of people will have a lot of fun with this one. For 9,680 yen. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Paint job looks pretty fine for the price as well. Furin, Beyond Journey's End, 1/7 by Kotobukiya for 16,630 yen. Definitely worth getting, I think. There's been we're probably going to see a lot of other Furin figures. But Kotobukiya are, good quality manufacturer. They've done a lot of figures for years. They've been around for years. So October 2024 for this, just under 20,000 yen down to less than 17,000. Pretty good discount, pretty healthy discount I think for what you're getting, and I think you won't go wrong with this figure. Azure Lane, Perseus light armor version 1/7 by Wings for 29,980 yen, coming out in March 2025. The owl in this one looks amazing, but this is the light armor version. The heavy armor version is like 32,000 yen or something. So that'll come with all the extra, the ship guns and whatnot. But this one looks really good. The fact that they've incorporated this water effect parts as a stand-in into the base might make shipping a bit more difficult, because it's not just like a rod that her feet go into. The base is obviously going to be a lot larger vertically, so packaging might make it a bit more expensive. The hair's all over the place as well, so I think the box is not going to be very small on this one though. But it's a very nice looking figure. I think every Azure Lane figure that's ever been produced has never really failed quality wise or paint job wise, to be honest. The Manta illustration by Freng 1/7. Looks like they're being distributed by OMH for 19,800 yen, January 2025. Pretty simple figure actually, but I don't know if that's worth that price really. The hair looks pretty nice. The overall sculpt is pretty basic. Don't think cast off. That's why the price is there. I suppose if you want it, it's not the sort of cast off figure I would get, but I can see why people potentially would want this, like a summer dress version figure that's just nice, normal to have in your collection. And then if you want to display it in a certain room of your part of your collection, cast off, then you can. SNK Bishojo Angel, the King of Fighters 2001 by Kotobukiya, 15,700 yen. The sculpt work on this one is really good. I like the ab sculpting they've got going on here. The butt looks really nicely sculpted as well. It's a very nice looking figure. I think taking a character and doing a Bishojo style spin on it. So I do like this a lot. Potentially worth getting hold of. I think a lot of this one is actually in the top pre-orders yet, #1 at the moment ranking for pre-orders, so I can definitely see why people like this figure a lot. And it's not in the horrendously you know, massive price. Like the blue shading on the legs is really well done. As I said, the sculpt work is impeccable on the jacket as well. So Kota Big blown out of the park for this one for the King of Fighters. October 2024. So 8 months. Eminence and Shadow Delta ED version 1/7 by Kota Big 16,630 yen. Coming out in September 2024. I wish it was later. I wish it was early next year. I do want a Delta figure. They potentially could be other Delta figures coming out. I've just done a recording of a bunch of Wonder Festival 2024 Winter, and they didn't really see any. I didn't see any of the Eminence Shadow girls in there. So we'll just have to see if I missed any from the last Wonder Festival. But yeah, this is looking really good. You know, like considering like the front end is barely hanging on, obviously, which is very, you know, Delta her attire. But I think this might be one a lot of people will be getting. So, and I think, was she in the top? Yep, she's number 6. So I'm very tempted to get this one. I'm gonna add her to my bookmarks, and I'll see if she's available on release in September. Really, if I've got money for her. Then we got a B-Style freeing, obviously, like every week there's a bloody freeing one. Heartsprings Kurai Medaka ni Watashi. I'm not going to say the rest of that. For 32,670 yen. I don't know this character. It's a very simple pose. To be perfectly honest, I don't think she's worth the 33,000 yen. October 2024, I think she's going to most likely bargain bin, I reckon, since she's not even in the top 10 as well either. For pre-orders, nope. So yeah, no, definitely not worth getting a hold of this one. I would hold fire, even though I'm a big B-Style freeing character, but I've not seen the anime, so I don't know if it would be something I'd actually worth getting a hold of for me. So yeah, I wouldn't get this one. But no, it's just a simple freeing figure. My Dress Up Darling Marin Liz version by Proof for 23,230 yen. A lot of people will be buying this one. There is another Liz. There's one or two Liz's that were in Wonder Festival as well, so you're not short on the Marin figures coming out over the next couple of years. So I think you'll be fine if you do miss this one. August 2024. Maybe just wait and see what she's like. The sculpt is pretty basic. Paint job is fine. I think it's a bit average. So for 24,000 yen, I don't think it's anything spectacular. So there's that, and then there's another Marin. Here we go, Marin Kitagawa by Max Factory for 16,630 yen. This one's better. December 2024, school girl in a school uniform. Obviously classic Marin Kitagawa. A lot of people will like this one by Max Factory. So yeah, this is the one I'd probably pick. You know, you're saving 6,000 yen. Although a lot of people will want the Liz version anyways, but as I said, there are other Liz versions coming out in the future, so you can save up and get a future version of her next year. Pop-Up Parade, Spike's Family, Anya Forger, 4,120 yen. Just another Anya. You know, she's going to be quite small with her being a Pop-Up Parade. Luckily, they're non-scale, but yeah, 4,000 yen. Can't moan. Anya Forger is obviously just cute as always. Hololive Production Amane Kanata 1/7 by Clanel for 27,500 yen. August 2024. A lot of port rods, which I think a lot of people might not like, but I can understand why with the wings. Looks like they're detached, I think, from her body, so they're sort of floating there, so the rods sort of have to be there, unfortunately, I guess. Quite good looking figure. I'm from Hololive, so I don't follow this VTuber, so I don't particularly have a cleanse for it, but I can understand why, with it being Hololive, there is a price premium for this. But the people who are fans of Amane Kanata, definitely worth getting. Then Rise Up Girls Frontline PA15 Dance by Rybos for 6,580 yen. Pretty cheap figure. It is non-scaled, so she stands at 25 centimeters tall, so 1/7 ish, probably 1/7, 1/8 most likely. I would say 1/8, considering this ribbon is obviously adding a bit of height, so yeah, I'd say 1/8 most likely is her scale. Looks quite good overall, and the price is obviously pretty good. but I've not Girls Frontline. I've not played the game, so I don't know what it is. But you know, it's very cheap. So if you're big into Girls Frontline, then at least you can get this for a good price. Movie Spy X Family Code White, Anya Forger and Bond Forger by Toho for 27,500 yen. I think auto buy, considering this is 2 characters in one. You know, it's adorable, winter themed. So that's coming out April 2025. So you can have it as like part of your winter shelf. If you have a winter themed shelf in your collection. Adorable, and I think the price is right for it, to be honest, and you've got plenty of time to save up for it anyways. A bit on the price side, but I think the paint job and everything looks really good on this one. So yeah, I think this is good. Then we've got Shangri-La Frontier Arthur Pencilin by Our Treasure for 23,500 yen. I think the problem with this one is the face is a bit worrying. Like, she does have that personality, you know, being you know, just very aggressive and whatnot, but I think overall probably not 23,000 yen. I think the face is a bit off-putting for me. The overall sculpt is not too bad. I like the paintwork, is pretty fine, a little bit above average, but yeah, not I don't think I'll be getting this one. Enjoyed Shangri-La Frontier, still going on obviously. It's a really good anime, definitely worth watching. Tora Majutsu no Index Misaka Shoko Tiger Bikini version by Alter for 20,690 yen. November 2024. Don't know about the series. Looks good though. I think Alter are going to have, obviously, the paintwork's going to be impeccable on this. So very good. If you like your tigers, then you've got this. And I think they've done a very good job of the tiger feet, I guess you could say, on the legs. Blending it into humanoid shape. So yeah, no, very good looking figure. November 2024. And we got TV anime Berserk Guts Black Swordsman version 1/7 by Medicos Entertainment for 29,700 yen. November 2024. This one's obviously very nicely detailed. A lot of intricacy going on here, so I can definitely see why the price is up there. The blood effect work looks really good on this one. So if you're a huge Guts fan, and it looks like you get 2 arms, so you get him with his cannon and you have him with his hand out. So yeah, so you get at least some options there with the hand. Nope, very good, definitely worth. And it looks like you get an explosion effect as well coming out the cannon if you want. So 30,000 yen, definitely worth getting. I think if you're a big Guts fan, I've got him in his Berserk armor from the Pop Parade XL large series lineups. I'm happy with that. I don't really need lots of Guts figures in my collection. So, but if you've missed out and you want like actual Guts from his mercenary days, then yeah. This is definitely something worth getting. And then we got DVD Date Alive 5 first volume limited production with Mio Takema Summer One dress by Kadakawa for 38,400 yen. So unfortunately this one is obviously bundled with a DVD. So to get this figure you have to buy it with the DVD, which yeah, and there's a Blu-ray version as well. Yeah, I did that for Harem in the Labyrinth, for Roxanne, which I was quite happy with doing because I really enjoyed that anime. But I don't think I'll do it for Date Alive to get the DVD at the set as well. But July 2024, so it was only a few months away, 4 months away actually. And yeah, there's a problem when doing these DVDs. DVDs are always insanely expensive even when you just get them by themselves. For anime series it is. So I don't think this one will sell too well, even the Blu-ray version. But Kadakawa do this quite often, where they'll combine this, you know, figure with, you know, probably the figure's what, 15, 16, 17,000 yen, and probably not even half the price. So yeah, I would say not even more than 19,000 yen for the figure, and then the rest of it's just for the Blu-ray or DVD version, depending on which one you get. That does it for this AmiAmi weekly roundup of pre-orders. I shall catch you in next week's one, and thank you very much for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe. The links for all these figures will be in the description down below. That way you can use those to, if there's any of these that interest you, you can then pre-order them pretty quickly without having to go searching for them if you're looking at this in a video in the future. Thank you very much, and I shall catch you in another video. Bye.